Welcome back to another video, and this week I'm driving the BMW iX1. This is the xDrive 30, and another really impressive electric vehicle from BMW. And you know, I've driven the i7, the iX3 and the iX1, and I've enjoyed all of them, to be quite honest. A really nice balance and just all round, everything you love about BMW, but in an EV version. So from the front of the vehicle, it does look quite nice. It's got this huge grille, double kidney grille with these LED headlamps, and the design looks quite nice. It makes the vehicle looks quite attractive from the front. You've also got some vents at the bottom, and you've got these blue kind of accents around the front of the vehicle, which all kind of add to this presence of letting the people know that you're in an EV. So quite an attractive design and styling on the iX1, irrespective of which angle you look at it. So even from the side profile, the vehicle also looks quite striking, quite appealing, and just a very nice view from the side. Moving along the side of the vehicle, you've got these 19-inch rims, and you also get these roof rails at the top of the vehicle, and this one's got a panoramic sunroof as well. And moving around to the rear of the vehicle, you've obviously got your LED rear tail lamps, you've got an electrically operated tailgate, and in the boot you've got about 490 liters of boot space, a little bit less than the X1, but I don't think it's really going to be noticeable to the average user. So it's quite a decent sized boot, and I think more than sufficient, if you're going on a long distance trip, and can easily accommodate you and the family. iX1 makes about 200 kilowatts and about 494 newton meters of torque. It's got a 66 kilowatt battery, which is good for about 400 kilometers of travel. I haven't charged the vehicle to full capacity, so the most I've seen it on was about 370 at about 95% capacity, right, in terms of its battery. It does 0 to 100 in 5.6 seconds, and it's got a top speed of 180 k's an hour. I mean, it's more than adequate power because it's instantaneous power. The EV power, cars going straight off the bat, very easy to overtake, and the ride quality is also quite nice. It doesn't feel as stiff as some of the other EV vehicles, but I think that was one thing I picked up about it. When you go over the bumps and stuff with the EVs, you feel like the vehicle is quite stiff, the suspension, but this one is not as bad as some of the other EVs, and it does absorb those bumps quite nicely. In terms of the drive, I mean, the car is very smooth, it's very easy to drive, nothing really to worry about. In addition, because you've got quite an extended range of about 400 k's, pretty much go wherever you please, right? Easily able to plan your travel and your routes, and there is more and more charging stations coming up, especially on the national roads. So like going to Durban in the iX1 is pretty achievable. There is a couple of ports at Halfway and just after Moy, so that's a route that I go quite often, so I do know where the charging points are there, and I'd be comfortable in taking something like this on that route, right? I think that's one of the things in terms of the improvements of the EV. We're now seeing that the range is increasing, and just allowing consumers to be more comfortable traveling a bit longer distances, and you don't have that much range anxiety, right? I mean, I've used it in and around Joburg, I've used it to Pretoria, and I have to admit, Edenvale, I really didn't think about the range too much. It really holds quite accurately. So if it's showing you like 95 k's or 50 k's, it really does hold to that. And obviously with the regeneration as well, you're able to build on that when you're on the highway, as an example. So regeneration can be quite aggressive when you enter the regeneration mode. So it does bring your speed down quite aggressively, and that allows you to add a couple of kilometers onto the potential distance that you can travel. All in all, I think from a driving perspective, I really have nothing to complain about. I really like it, and I really like that the range is now quite extended as well, and just giving you that additional peace of mind and ability to travel on the parts less traveled, right? I think that's a big one when you've got an EV. It's like a lot of people have an EV, but I'm now talking about EV and an SUV for long distance, right? As opposed to like the GWM Aura, where I was like EV for daily run around, right? But not long distance. So I think this has that good balance between the two, of being able to be your run around in the week and also able to put in some mileage with some proper planning for some extended travel. On the interior, very nice, modern, luxurious interior. Still feels very much BMW-like. The steering. This one's leather wrap steering with your M badging on them. It's got this nice kind of design on the side of your steering as well, and the steering layout is also different compared to some of the other BMW models. And obviously this one being based off the X1, it follows that steering setup basically. So on the right hand side of your steering, you've got your volume control and the ability to answer a call, and then also to call up the voice assistant. And then you've also got the ability to toggle between some of your settings on your display. So there are a couple of views here with your navigation, the safety assists, and then you've also got your vehicle information, right, in terms of your kilowatts per hour, etc., how much of your battery you're consuming. And then additionally, you can also control your media. And then you've also got a couple of layouts here. So there is about 2 or 3, I think it's 3 different layouts. It's not that customizable, but it's on par with what BMW does normally offer, right? So nothing to really complain about there. On the left hand side of your steering, you've got your cruise control settings, and then you've got your cruise control mode as well. So this one doesn't have adaptive cruise control installed on it, but I do think that is a worthy feature. So if you are interested in this vehicle, make sure you check out the option for that, and yeah, make sure you do add on to it, because I think that it is quite worthy in 2024, and it's quite a nice feature to have when you're sitting in the traffic and stuff, picking up the vehicle in front of you. Also from a safety point of view, I think it is worth it. Now behind the steering, you've got this boost button, so can kind of send the vehicle accelerating quite quickly, and I think that's when you're getting that full power of this iX1. It is quite quick, as I mentioned, about 200 kilowatts and almost 500 newton meters of torque, so it has more than sufficient power. But the boost just lets you tap into that EV power and EV setup, as well as that additional torque, and yeah, you can really see you going quite quickly. But again, you're not buying an EV to go fast per se. I think you're really buying it more to do good from a efficiency point of view, do good for the planet, etc. So yes, it does have power, but I'm not too interested in that in this particular model. Now on your media unit, you've got your climate control embedded within your media unit, so easily accessible with a click of a button. And then you've also got your You've got navigation, you've got your media, you've got obviously quite a bit of settings in here. You've got your connected drive store, climate control, you've got ambient lighting, you've got some driver settings, and then you've also got your Wi-Fi, ambient lighting. You also get hill descent control and lane departure warning. So no lane keep assist or anything on this vehicle. I'm assuming that is an optional extra, which will probably come with your adaptive cruise control, etc. So definitely check that out though. But the Harman Kardon system in this vehicle, quite nice, and yeah, sound quality is crisp and clear, so I quite enjoyed it. And yeah, I think that is a worthy option as well. Or I'm not sure if it's standard on this vehicle, but Harman Kardon all the way. So additionally, you got these nice rectangular kind of air vents. They look quite futuristic, and you've also got this nice aluminium on your dash. You've got some, soft touches on the top of your interior, and it just looks really nice. Feels quite premium as well. So all in all, from the driver's seat or even from the passenger seat, you're not really going to be complaining about much, right? You've also got nice sport seats in this car. That's part of the M Sport package, and you got your anthracite lining. You also get 19-inch rims and a couple of other M niceties. You get wireless charging here. You got 2 Type-C ports in the front, 2 Type-C ports in the rear. You got 2 cup holders in the front, cup holders on either side of your door. You got a small storage area in your center armrest, and then your center armrest also doubles up as your kind of floating kind of gear lever area. So you got your gear selector on here. You got the ability to toggle between your driver modes, which is sport efficient, or you can set it up how you want. And then you've also got your auto hill control, and then you also got some media controls as well as your hazards, and then you've got your rear camera and then 360-degree parking sensors basically. So you got front and rear parking sensors, so those are all quite nice, and just makes it a little bit easier when you're driving, easy to park, and easy to get in and out of where you want to get into. It's also got the park assist, I believe so. You do have your park assist additionally, which can park the vehicle for you. I haven't used it. To be honest, I don't really use those things. Just park the vehicle on my own. But yeah, they do have it in here. You've also got you've got Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, you've got your personal assistant, you've got your navigation, and then you've got your digital key as well. So that is where you incorporate it into the app on your phone. And then yeah, all in all, seats are quite nice as well, but they are manual, so not electrically adjustable, and that is a pity, to be quite honest. I would have expected these seats to be electrically controlled. When you get used to that stuff, it's kind of annoying adjusting your own seat, but nonetheless, the vehicle does not have electrically operated front seats, so just be ready to adjust your seat. But overall, I really like the interior, hey, and really good build, really nice design, and just following the path of the X1, obviously. So all in all, no complaints for me here, and quite an impressive interior on the iX1. Something I think BMW was overdue for, and yeah, I think it's up there right now. So in the rear, you've got cup holders in your armrest, cup holders on either side of the door. You've got some storage behind either seat, and then you've also got some aircon vents, and you've got 2 Type-C ports as well in the rear. Quite a bit of space, even for myself. I'm 1.8 meters, and yeah, easily able to sit in the back seats of the iX1. From a safety point of view, the vehicle does come with a host of safety features, ABS, EBD, etc. But most importantly, this vehicle has a 5-star NCAP rating, and that will give you complete peace of mind for you and your family whenever they're traveling in the iX1. So from a pricing point of view, you can get into the BMW iX1 for a little over 1.2 million rand. If you want this M Sport derivative, it'll set you back 1,245,000 rand. That does come with a 5-year maintenance plan, a 5-year 100,000 kilometer maintenance plan, and pricing is pretty much on par with the competition, for the range that this vehicle does offer. But I mean, the cheapest EV in the country is the GWM Aura, and then next to that is the Volvo EX30. So the EX30, from an SUV point of view, you can get it cheaper than the iX1. So that's something to definitely check out, and we'll be testing that soon, I think in the next month or two. So I will be covering that. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace.